Dr. V. Ramanathan sir, wellness faculty members, Dr. Subdama, Dr. Shriyan Jain sir to ascend the dais for the ceremonial deep prajulan, symbolizing the illumination of knowledge and awareness as we embark on this crucial journey of Mental Wellness Week.
I again request our honorable guest, Nirmala Sitaraman ma'am, to go forward for the ceremonial deep prajulan. As we are here just because of the restless efforts of the founder of DHE, Bharat Ratna Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya ji, whose vision and dedication continue to inspire us. I kindly request Nirmala ma'am to garland the statue of our beloved founder as a symbol of our everlasting respect and gratitude. I again request Honorable Nirmala ma'am to garland the statue of our beloved founder as a symbol of our everlasting respect and gratitude. It's my humble request to all the guests present in the auditorium to garland the statue of our beloved founder as a symbol of our everlasting respect and gratitude. Now, I request all the dignitaries and everyone in the audience to please take their seats.
Dedication and pure commitment to the betterment of a great nation. I would like to invite Subdama to kindly welcome the nirmala.
Samadhaniniya Nirmala Sitaraman ma'am, Director sir, my colleagues, Dr. V. Ramanathan, Dr. Shriyan Jain, student volunteer Disha, and all the students and faculty members, deans over here. Thank you so much for coming.
I request Subna ma'am to present shawl to Nirmala ma'am.
Professor Shriyan Jain sir to come forward to inaugurate the Mental Wellness Week and Readers Circle.
Good afternoon, namaste. To Professor Jain, the faculty members, the student volunteers, and all the students in the audience. I can palpably feel the energy being very high, energy levels being very high. That itself gives me a good start, I would think. So, first of all, let me congratulate the university for organizing a student wellness week, and in which you're going to have also the launch of a readers circle which has already been launched. It's, I think, a great step forward. It's one thing to have a wellness week, it's one thing to have great counseling, it's also one thing to say, no, we assist the students 24/7. But this one step of a readers circle, I think is just so good. I can't tell you how good I feel about it. In this era when everything is so digital and all of you are absolutely smart in that digital use, to recall the importance of reading, to have a readers circle, and to say you're going to have a kind of a book club with which you're going to promote reading, get books and so on, is simply so fascinating, and especially in the context of wellness. So I won't go into the details of what the wellness week is going to do, what it's going to do to you and so on. I'll divide my opening remarks into two large buckets. One, to say briefly, I'm not going to do a very big list of things, briefly, of what the government is doing for mental wellness of students. Because as a representative of the government, it's my duty to say that this government has taken this issue very seriously, and at least one or two major steps that have been taken, I will highlight, and I hope you'll allow me to do that. And the other is to talk about what wellness has been like for India, India's civilization, and India's civilization over the millennia as to how it has handled it, and today where we are on it. And therefore, you're looking forward to hearing one very quick roundup of what the government is doing on wellness, and maybe a bit elaborately on addressing wellness, particularly mental wellness, in India's context. And after that, I have, meaning I've understood, I've also agreed, there will be an interaction where you can ask me questions as much as I can, will certainly give you the answers. So, without really getting into the details of what you are doing here, happening, Wellness Week, the steps that the government has taken is where I quickly rush. But never mind, you should know, more than 3 lakh calls have been entertained. And approximate number is about 1,300 calls per day are being attended to in 20 different Indian languages. So it is not just English or Hindi, it's 20 different languages. And broadly, the kind of subjects which are being taught, I'm not revealing anybody's name, but the kind of subjects that are being taught are about being sad, about sleep disturbance, about the stress one is undergoing, and also about the anxiety pangs. So these are the broad subjects which the caller exchanges with the person who's trained to receive that call. And and then this medical facility from any empaneled hospital. It has a list of services for which they can get 5 lakh, up to 5 lakh worth in a year treatment. Mental health was not included in it initially. It got included, so even that comes under the Ayushman Bharat scheme, the health and wellness center scheme. This is for general public. So anybody from the public can access the toll-free calls, anybody can use the Ayushman Bharat card and so on. Ministry, one of the objectives is also to have well-trained social workers and counselors so that they can carry forward the work. This year on 3rd October, only a few days ago, the Ministry of Education released a draft Ummeed guidelines. What does Ummeed? And it is spelled in English UMMEED. Understand, motivate, manage, empathize, empower, and develop. This is going to be for enhancing sensitivity to words and support for students who may be at risk of self-harm. So it is a very, very finely focused approach to make sure that no student should be so fragile, and therefore to help them. We are as a government committed for quality health care, mental health care. I love to read some parts of one particular book, which I think has very important indications or implications for what we understand. I'll just lay the ground for it. Mental stress or any kind of stress, particularly at the level of being a student, in my understanding, comes from largely 2 factors. One is that maniacal competition. You're welcome to have competition. I'm not against it. A competition which is healthy, absolutely fine, and that's how it should be. But once it becomes a kind of a rat race of a competition, that can be the first trigger for stress. That is one thing. Second is the public opinion, which is expectations of people around us. Public opinion not in the sense of when you do a survey, who's going to win this election, who's your sports icon, not that. Public opinion from the point of view of the expectations of your near and dear, and public expectation of society as a whole. This guy is a successful guy. Why? Because he's done 1, 2, 3 things. These two are the main contributors. If you don't have that